What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. I ain't gonna even hold you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks. I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. Y'all, all right. Y'all, what's up? Happy New Year. I ain't seen y'all in a minute, right? It's been a while, shall I say? Okay, I'm happy to see y'all. Hope y'all are happy to see me. We have two shows that we're gonna kind of like get into today. Okay. We're gonna kind of breeze over Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And then we're gonna go all the way down there to what you call it, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. But before I get into everything, how y'all been? Like, how y'all New Year going? Okay, like I hope y'all had a good, bringing in the new year and such, a little Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Martin Luther King's Day coming up. We love the King. Okay. How you doing, Denise? What's up? My name only Terry T Baby for life. Y'all want to know something? I actually kind of like when it's not too many people in the live, because when I actually have to go back and edit, to upload as a pre-record, I feel like it's more new for people because most people haven't seen it, right? But needless to say, I'm here. I'm black, bald still, ain't nothing changed, And also tomorrow, catch me on Scotty's live for the Chasing panel if you are a fan of that, because I'll be on there. Okay. So yeah. So y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all are ready for me to start. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know. Let me know if you're ready for me to get into it. Okay. Oh, thank y'all. The skin is skinning. I appreciate that. Little water, a little concoction, a little Cetaphil, however you pronounce it. Like that. Wait, hold on. That's why I can't hear myself. Little concoction. Okay, cool. All right. So first we need to get into Love and Marriage. Not Love and Marriage, but Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all, I have not watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in a while. I did do one review for it, I think last year, but then I kind of got bored over it. If I'm not feeling something, if it's not really like a mainstay on my channel, I won't have no problem dropping it. But child, so the episode picks up where the last one left off, where Scrappy and Chaotic are starting to get into it. Like, I guess Chaotic said, "You know what your problem is?" And Scrappy is like, "I ain't got no problem. You know what the skriz naive, what the biz naive, and the shiz naive is? I ain't got no problem." Y'all, why did Scrappy toss a drink like one of the housewives of New York City? I was like, what is going on here? Not this big ass man throwing drinks. What's that about? Y'all, so after they get them all situated and they escort Scrappy out, Bambi is talking to Scrappy and she's saying, you just can't let people get into your head like that. Like, I know from experience how it feels to be triggered, and I know I ain't want to talk, but you got to realize that you got more to lose. Bambi, I hate to inform you that Scrappy really don't have shit to lose. The only thing that he has to lose is this Love and Hip Hop Atlanta check. And as long as that check cash, he gonna be on this show showing his ass. Because we already know, based on him and Chaotic's, dynamic, that he don't give a damn about ruining any type of bags outside of the show because he's lazy. He's a big ass, thick ass, lazy ass nigga. Honestly, I don't like Scrappy. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. Do I think that he is fine and thick? Yes. But does that mean that that's gonna cloud my vision? Absolutely not. Because I am a professional. Okay. I don't let my hormones get in the way of my reviews. All right. So yes, they pull them apart, and then now we're back into the club, and we see Chaotic talking to everybody else, talking about, man, like, I ain't about to let him get, take me there. Also, he's calling Scrappy a bitch for throwing a drink, which I do agree with. But honestly, Chaotic and Scrappy are both bitches, and the way that they're acting is giving like some type of down low love affair. Like, why are y'all so emotionally invested over a YouTube channel? Like, it's insane. Like you would have thought that was fucking. So now we are back in the club, like I said, and Chaotic is asking everybody, did y'all see this nigga throw a drink? Like, he throwing drinks like this nigga ain't got shit to lose. He says, I ain't got no time for this here foolery right now. I got stuff to lose. Glad we know that, Chaotic. By the looks of it, I can't tell that the nigga got shit to lose because once again, he be using all of this ghetto ass shit that be happening on the show as, clickbait for his own YouTube channel, which I am not mad at, but it's kind of weird how you're trying to act like you're above the violence. Like, you're on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, sis. At the end of the day, don't nobody expect anything, upper echelon about any one of you bitches. Okay? So after all of that is subsided, we go back the next day to Atlanta, and we see Yandy and Mendices having some type of lunch, and Yandy is going on and on and on about how she is feeling so emboldened in her political stance and how she wants to really get into politics and probably get into the congressional committee. And she says that she's not going to tell her husband that because they just got back on a good path. And I'm saying, so how much of a good path can you be on if you can't tell your husband, the one who you quote unquote dedicated your life to, and vice versa, about your dreams and aspirations? So we are supposed to believe that you and this man are on a good page now. Y'all on a good foot, and you can't even tell him your dreams and ambitions because you don't want to upset him. Number one, ladies, I want to let you know this. If your dreams and ambitions upset your man, then that nigga is not for you. He's not. He's plotting on your demise, and he wants to minimize you. And that's so weird to me, how so many women are so fine with being, minimized in relationships. Like how so many women are okay with, decreasing themselves for the sake of the man's ego. So because Mendici was out here selling crack rocks, we gonna have to stop our own bag because we don't want Mendices to feel insecure about the fact that he ain't got shit going on. So I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. But honestly, I don't want Yandy in the political realm anyway. I don't want any one of you ignorant ass, love and hip hop stars to be controlling anything about my life. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I barely want it from the government that we already have. Needless to say, I'll be damned if I have to vote for Yandy to to fight for my rights. Okay. And it's so weird how so many of y'all are always wanting to be in politics, but y'all are also so elitist. Y'all are also the type of people to down somebody if they not making as much money as y'all, to tell people that they not what you are, to tell people how you're better than them. I don't like Yandy either. And it's always you elitist bitches that want to be in politics trying to quote unquote speak up for the poor, speak up for those who have not reached the point that you're at yet, while also simultaneously, basically, putting in legislation to fight against everything that you say that you're going to do. Michael, get away from his crate. Go sit down. So yeah. All right, so next thing that we see, we're back in London now. And we see Lil Zane acting like he's talking on the phone to somebody, probably Ashley, because she's crying at home because she knows Lil Zane is probably fucking running through all of the London bitches while he's out there, supporting the what do you call it? The slum fest, the rum fest, the rum punch. I forgot the name of it, but it's something fest that Spice has invited the cast to perform at. And he's talking to, somebody, and he says, hold on, because here comes Chaotic with a big ass suitcase. Go get your money, little duffel bag, boy. Comes down the stairs and tells him, man, I'm about to go. And Lil Zane is like, man, you about to leave, bro? You about to leave? He says, yeah, because I ain't trying to ruin the event, because I don't want to be on stage and then all of a sudden I'm getting attacked. And I got too much stuff to lose. So before it gets there, I'm going to go home. Now, I'll be damned if it was me, if I'm going to let little Scrap Naive get in the way of my bag, get in the way of me performing in front of a crowd of people that never heard of me before. But Chaotic is I guess not really there to try to tussle with the Scrap Naive. Okay, so Lil Zane is acting like he actually gives a fuck that Chaotic is leaving and saying, oh, man, don't leave. He says, man, I gotta leave. And Scrappy lucky because I know some real stuff that'll ruin his life. I'm like, what's gonna ruin Scrappy life? Let's be honest. At this point, what else can ruin Scrappy's life? He don't have no singing career. He don't have no rap career like that. He ain't got shit going on. Like, what can you be talking about that's gonna fuck up his life? Right? So then after that, we see Chaotic, walk off the scene, and now we're at a scene with Bambi and Scrappy at some type of grassy field, I assume, because they're about to watch the horse jockeys. The people who on the horses, paddling shit with hockey sticks. We're about to watch that. So Bambi is in some type of weird sunglasses, and she got her titties out, right? Like cleavage open, and Scrappy and her are talking, and she asked him, how is he doing, with everything that had happened with Chaotic. And he says, what, a biz naive, is still gonna operate naive, because I ain't gonna let Chaotic is naive get in front of my biz naive. I don't really fizz naive with his shiz naive, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be Riz Raid. and then this was so weird, y'all, because I was like, So in the midst of him talking, he stops and removes some imaginary speck from Bambi's titties. Now, why the speck gotta be in her titties, I don't know, but he had to go in there and gently put his fingers on her titties and remove the little speck of dust or whatever the fuck it was that was resting on her titties. And she's like, oh, I don't know what to say anymore. Like, thank you. I don't know what to say. I was like, y'all fucking. Y'all fucking, and I hate that for you. Why do y'all let these niggas do all of this fucked up shit and then, come back? Like, why do y'all do that? Like, it's so many niggas to fuck. I just don't understand why we gotta double back to the nigga that embarrassed us. Now, Bambi can say all up and down that she ain't fucking with Scrappy, but I can't tell. Because the way he picked whatever it was out of your titties, it looked like you was enjoying it. And it looked like it had you flustered. And then y'all talking about, oh, well, you looking good, naive. And she says, well, you do too. You looking fine as well. Like, what the fuck? Bitch, he literally had the whole world attacking you. Literally. His baby mama, his mama, Diamond, damn near Carl, everybody. Convinced the whole world that you're a villain, that you was abusing this big ass, cornbread fat nigga. Like, and you letting him pick stuff out of your titties. If it was me, I would have been like, first off, anything that's in my titties is gonna stay there. I'ma get whatever's in my titties out of my titties. You keep your hands off my titties. Put your hands on Diamond's titties. Oh, I forgot, Diamond ain't got no titties. Or you could put your hand on Erica's titties, but you don't want those titties. You don't want them titties because they nag. They some nagging ass titties. You don't want those titties. You want these titties, but you ain't gonna get these titties. See, that's what I would have said. But obviously, Bambi ain't me. Bambi ain't me. So did Erica quit the show after realizing how clown out she was riding Scrap? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, sis. I'm just reviewing the show. I don't really follow any of the stuff outside of it, to be honest. I don't really follow it like that. I don't really follow much outside of the reality shows anymore at this point. So I couldn't tell Naive what the biz Naive is about her lives Naive. I couldn't tell you that, sis. I couldn't tell you why she left Naive. She's in preview for future episodes. Oh, well, apparently she ain't gone, Key. So hey, got your answer right there. She's still here. She still hears Naive. Okay. So they all watching the horse jockeys and picking teams on who they think gonna win and shit like that. And apparently, we go to another scene, right, with Amy, Lil Zane, Carly, and who else was there? It was somebody else. It's a lot of fucking cast members. I can't keep up. And Lil Zane is basically talking about how Chaotic left, and they all like, dang, like Chaotic left. Oh my God, like nobody give a fuck that Chaotic. Like nobody cares. Like I really don't think Chaotic got any friends on here. And at the end of the day, he came on the show being real messy and real bitch made, especially when it came to Bambi. So I'm not really upset at it. So Lil Zane lets them know that Chaotic had said that there was some shit that he had on, that he had on Scrappy that would ruin his life. Well, Carly Red said she already knows what it is. She already know what it is, and she ain't gonna say it. She gonna let him say it. And then they want to know, like, well, how you know what it is that Chaotic is talking about if Chaotic could be talking about something else that could ruin his life? Because I'm sorry, Lil Scrappy having another baby out of wedlock is not going to ruin his life. I don't know why the fuck that would be the thing that ruins his life. Maybe it's me. I don't know, but I couldn't really think of that being the thing. Maybe it's something else, a little deeper, that Chaotic doesn't want to discuss. Anytime I hear, when it comes to these type of niggas, about like stuff that's gonna ruin your life, I automatically think it's something gay. because that's the only thing that can really ruin the life of a rapper, because they can beat people, they can stomp people, they can unalive people, they can shoot people, they can do anything to they can do anything to anybody. But as soon as they find out you like niggas, or you may entertain a nigga, or anything close to that proximity, then that will ruin your life. The only thing that they care about is the fact that you better be straight, nigga. So I don't know. Maybe it's me, but that's what I was thinking that it could be. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think it could be, because it bet not be the baby. It bet not be the baby, or that, we already knew about that. That was all over social media. Like, the girl apparently was on I think Now That's TV, and Chaotic and Scrappy was hosting the show, and he ended up doing a threesome like with two girls, and I think one or both of them got pregnant. But at the end of the day, like, we all knew about that. So what else could it be? It can't be that he got a baby. Child. So now we're back in Atlanta. So we just bouncing back and forth, forth and back. And we see Sierra on the phone talking to Yandy. I'm not Yandy, but Rasheeda letting her know, oh girl, congratulations on your wedding, girl. And Sierra's like, well, thank you, because at the end of the day, it really did mean a lot to me, because I married the man of my life, the love of my life, and I hope it really lasts long, and I can't wait to get into everything going on in the friendship group, especially with all of the stuff happening with, what's his name again? Mendices and Jasmine. I really want to get to know about that, because at the end of the day, we need to be faithful to our women, and we don't really have that going on in the group. Then, so that's what she said, based on what I thought. So we move on from that scene, and we see all of the people in Atlanta at this point. Now they're getting together and watching the show. So Spice lets them know that they are going to watch Ivorian Doll. I did not know what the fuck Spice was saying. At first, I thought she was saying Ivory. I was like, Ivory from Baddies about to. I was like, why is she performing in London at the Slum Fest? Like, what's going on? Like, why is she there? But then I had to put on my closed captions, and then I heard that she said Ivorian Doll, and then I think she said somebody else was gonna perform too. But so I'm just gonna skip ahead. So now we're at the performance, and Lil Zane is thanking Spice because he said that he's never been out of the United States of America. I was saying, child, that rap career didn't take you far, did it? It got you a little cameo on Fighting Temptations, but that shit didn't take you to another country. That's sad. That's sad. Like you motherfuckers got to be more cultured. The only thing that y'all really know is Atlanta, New Orleans, and some other ghetto shit. Like, y'all really gotta widen y'all range. And another thing, I don't like Lil Zane either. I don't like that little bitch. I don't like him. He messy as shit. And he a bitch. Like, he be lying. He be being messy. He be stirring the pot. Like, and then he be embarrassing that poor high-voiced little crying girl, Ashley, while she at home taking care of his sick child. He be like, this motherfucker basically in London being messy and trying to run through London bitches. And Carly had already put it out there in the scene that they were in that he apparently was not on what he was saying that he was on. Like, he said he gonna be faithful. He said that he murdered, but that don't mean that he actually acting like he faithful and acting like he murdered. Okay? Or how should I say this? Murray is naive. I'm gonna see how many things I can turn into is naive by the end of this live. Okay. still stuck in the 2000s. Like, it's something about you niggas that are rappers. Y'all niggas refuse to come to terms with y'all age. Like, the fact that Lil Zane is walking around in Fashion Nova boys clothes, not even the men's section, but the boys section, that's a problem. That is a problem. Not you out here being a little fucking tyke, destroying lives and fucking bitches. Like, you, like, girl, y'all, some of y'all women gotta really step up the bar on y'all coochie requirements. Y'all really do. Because y'all letting Lil Zane hit and this nigga got plaits. This nigga look like he could be my daddy. Like, what is going on here? But besides that, like, we see all the girls perform, and we see some girl, you know, doing some type of rap. I don't really know how to do the dance hall rap. I love me some Spice music though. Like, don't get me twisted. I love me some Spice. I can do any man to fuck me if you know if he do him ting. Give me a pum pum, you pop off my G string. I know a little bit of Spice and a little bit of Vibes Cartel and what's her name? What is her name? Lady, what's her name? Lady something, but she was known as like the queen of dance hall before Spice was. Like, I remember I had when I was in the military back in like 2015, 2016, when I was on deployment, it was a Jamaican girl who got temporarily stationed in my division. And she put me on to a lot of Jamaican music. Like what's that girl name? She said, baby, are you up for this? Give you all that you need so that I can turn and test. Me no wanna know long talking. I am feeling hot tonight. Me ready for the bump and grind. Put me on the bed, ninja bud. Yes, me a little big, man, sturdy and strong. Lady saw that. There we go. It was a lady something. It was a lady something, child. But yeah, she was like, she said she got some song about a fucking sycamore tree. It was under the sycamore tree. The boy won't be bold when me tell him for flee. I tell you, it was under the sycamore tree. And I guess that's about like, I ain't gonna suck your dick. You can only just fuck me like a slut from the back. You know, like I guess in Jamaica, oral sex is like taboo out there. Like they could turn you around, throw you in the fucking air, you know, force your coochie on their face while y'all dancing and stuff like that, doing all of these weird acrobatics. But obviously, oral sex is where we cut it off at. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Chill, I cannot. All right, so let's continue. So, child, next thing we see, all I saw was a BBL and hips. I was like, who could this be? And then I heard, you know, bust it. I was like, that has to be Erica Banks. I was like, I know them BBLs anywhere. Baby got a double round of BBL. She should have just stopped after the first round, but she got a second round. But she says that, you know, she would have loved to go to London, but she has some other shit going on. She got her own stuff going on, right? She's out here basically doing her album release party, and she real excited about it. We see Rasheeda come in, right? We see what's her name? What's her name? We see Rasheeda and a couple other people come in, right? And I think it was Carly because I think everybody came back by this point. Y'all, it was a lot of scenes, child. And they start to discuss. Well, first I want to say this. Did y'all peep the shade that Yandy, or not Yandy, but Rasheeda had threw at through her music, talking about, I think, Erica Banks has some pretty okay music. I was like, pretty okay. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit, it ain't got nothing on. Put them on to make them wanna murder me. Put them on to make them wanna murder me. He wanna chill on my bubble gum. He wanna take me to the mama house. Take to the mama house. Oh wait, I ride it like a cowgirl. Up, down, such a bad girl. I was like, Rasheeda ain't gonna never live down K Michelle talking shit about her music. I'm sorry. Rasheeda, your music is okay, decent at best. I think Erica Banks can really rap. I really do. I feel like what Erica Banks fucked up at is her trying to go against Meg when Meg was literally, going against somebody who literally pow her in the foot, and you hopped on the bandwagon trying to like diss her, and it really made you just look weird, and nobody really cared about your talent. Because I do think Erica Banks is talented. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I think she's talented. I think she, if she keeps it up, she could possibly land a record deal, get in a good 360 deal with Atlantic, put out a good, few singles, get on her lotto shit. I think she could do that. Right. But needless to say, we get into back. So I don't know where these things are happening at this point. I don't know if we're in London anymore or if we're in Atlanta, because I couldn't keep up, y'all. It was so much going on. We had a table with Amy Luciani, Bambi, Scrappy, and Carly. And Carly basically asked Scrappy, does he have a baby on the way? And Bambi is irritated at this point because she was like, now me and Scrappy, I don't care what he got going on, so he could be fucking with whoever. Scrappy is getting very defensive. Scrappy, whenever you put him on a hot spot, this nigga starts spouting out a whole bunch of proverbs that I don't understand. Did y'all understand anything that Scrappy was saying when Carly had basically asked him if he had a baby on the way? He was saying like, you ain't going, y'all can't expose me. Y'all can't expose naive me. At the end of the day, I don't know what's going on. I don't think a lot of us know what's going on in our own lives. I'm just out here trying to live, trying to not really upset the band. And then we get into Amy Luciani and how Amy Luciani didn't really like the fact that Bambi, and not Bambi, but how Scrap blocked her. And Amy Luciani is now trying to rewrite history, y'all. So now Amy Luciani is basically telling us that she never dated Scrap. She never said that she dated Scrap, but she don't know where we got that from. She don't know where we got it from. Like, she wasn't on the last half of this season, basically talking about how she always wanted to fuck Scrap and how she was so attracted to Scrap, but she was trying to maintain a girl code and everything else like that. You don't remember that? And Bambi said something that hit so deep. She said, this is really embarrassing at this point for Amy Luciani, because like, this is the third nigga that's completely, denied having any ties to her in public. But in the midst of that, Bambi acting like she ain't upset about the topic of Scrappy even entertaining Amy. She decides to nitpick when Scrappy calls her his baby mama. She was like, don't call me that, Scrap. Don't disrespect me, Scrap. I just let you pick a speckle out of my titties, Scrap. I'm not your baby mama. You must be talking about Erica. You ain't talking about the Bam. I was your wife, the mother of your kids. I was like, that's a weird thing to pick out at this point. You know, maybe you don't want to go at him for like actually talking about, talking to Amy Luciani on any level. And you may want to, like, pick at this to have a reason to go off on him. But needless to say, Scrappy basically gives us a whole bunch of word flub, and we really don't learn anything. He's not completely agreeing that he has a baby. This nigga say he don't know what he got on the way. Scrappy, what does that mean that you don't know what you got on the way? You don't know what could be on the way. Like, what does that mean? Like, could it be a Amazon delivery package? Could it be a Shein bundle package? Could it be from Temu? Something that you like? How don't you know was on the way? Like, how don't you know that? Y'all, like, I really can't with these people. And then we go back to the other scene. Now, y'all, this is my first Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review, so y'all gotta bear with me. Okay, it was a lot of scene bouncing. It's like 18,000 people on the cast. I'm not used to this. I can't handle all of these people. I can't keep up. And it's hard for me to take a lot of notes like that because then I'll just be reading off of the phone. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna feel organic. So y'all gotta bear with me as I get used to the production style of this review handling Love and Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But like, basically, Sierra is basically talking to that's who it was. Sierra. It was not Carly Red. It was Sierra. Sierra was basically talking about she wants to know, or she's gonna have to get her investigative glasses on, her Carly Red glasses, to investigate what's been going on between Yandy and Jasmine. And then this is when Erica Banks lets us know that she is team Yandy and team Jasmine. And she is not going to pick a side. She says that she's not aware on whatever it is that was going on between them because she was not there. If she was not there, but they going to end up getting into it. And that's really all I can remember. I don't know if there's anything else, y'all, but that's all I can remember for now. Okay. So that's the portion of the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review. Please bear with me as I because reviewing two shows is difficult for me. Bambi was taking a dig at Erica because what was the point of saying her name? Baby, you was proposed to by an ex-pimp son. There's no value in being Scrappy X anything. I think that she just didn't want to feel like he was putting her on the same level as Erica, meaning that, like, I'm just not a baby mama. You married me. And I can't get mad at her about that because, like, if I was your wife and I was pregnant while married to you or whatever the case may be, I'm not your baby mama. I'm your ex-wife who's the mother of your kids. I'm not just some baby mama. And I think that does have a negative connotation. So I'm not mad at Bambi. I like Bambi. I don't like Erica. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I'm not a huge fan of Erica. Erica's a real mean, nasty individual. And she's stupid. A lot. I wished that you would have told me in 2017 that the Erica Dixon that I'm seeing on the screen in 2024 and 2025 would be giving what she's giving now. Because, like, y'all couldn't tell me nothing about Erica Dixon back in the beginning seasons of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I used to love me some Erica. Okay, but shit has changed. I feel like the older them older millennials. Well, I don't even think they millennials. What would they be considered? Because they like in their 40s and stuff. Like, they not millennials, because I'm a millennial. But like, what generation is that? But I feel like whatever generation that is, that's in like they mid 40s now. When these motherfuckers get old, they get ignorant. They like the wisdom don't grow as they get older. Nicki Minaj included. It's like the older they get, the more weird they become. The more erratic they seem to be. I used to love Erica Dixon, but she is a clown. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and Bucky, what that was her name, right? Bucky. Like, she's another one. Like, y'all get older and act way more immature and ignorant than when y'all was younger. I loved me some Bucky back in Charm School and on Flavor of Love. I swear she did not act like this. This is a whole nother bitch. Like, she's mean, she's nasty. Like, what's wrong with y'all? I pray to God that as I get older, I continue to grow in calmness and wisdom and spiritual discernment, and I just don't become erratic and weird. She should have stayed off the show. Facts, big old facts. Grown as fuck, no growth, have kids and all. Too old for this type of behavior. Absolutely. So, y'all, I'm about to go on a little small break, and then we're going to be back with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay? Give me a second. You know, I gotta hydrate my mouth, because I have a lot to say. All right, I'll be right back. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. I ain't gonna even hold you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. I ain't gonna even hold you. Child. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, please forgive me for anything I'm going to say in this review, okay? I apologize ahead of advance. Y'all, I watched this episode, and I have a lot to say. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all are ready for this for the Love and Marriage Huntsville portion. Put a 1 in the chat. All right, I see 1. Can I get 2? Can I get 3? Can I get 4? Can I get 5? I see 5. Can I get 6? All right, let me sit up. Child. Bring the seat down. All right. So the episode picks up where the last one left off. Now we are seeing Kimmy pop up at Mel's house, right? Mel lets us know that she is inviting Kimmy over to the house because, you know, Kimmy hasn't came over in a bit, and she just wants her to know that she's welcome in her home, you know, because even though that she likes peace and tranquility in her home, she's going to invite Kimmy because she knows Kimmy's going to come with all the mess. So after Kimmy gets in the house and gets settled in, baby girl don't leave a break before she starts getting in the mess. So Kimmy lets us know that they all went to Martel's open house, right? Kimmy tells Mel that they got into how Trish and Martel really met, and she said that it wasn't as random as they led on. And Kimmy, this once again, all you bitches want to be mad at Melody online because she messy, but don't nobody ever talk about Kimmy. Why don't y'all ever get in Kimmy ass for this shit that she be doing? I hate that. Is it because she had cancer? What is it that makes y'all think that Kimmy ain't messy, but Mel is the one that's messy and miserable, even though Kimmy be the one pot stirring everybody else's shit, but don't want to talk about her own life. So Kimmy, you could go around talking about everybody else's business, but you don't want us to talk about why your husband was out at 1 a.m. and you thought he was in the bed sleep next to you. We can't talk. We not gonna talk about that, but we gonna talk about everything else. Well, I'm glad, Kimmy, that you could fucking open your mouth about something, because obviously you're never gonna talk about what's going on in your real life, right? You're just gonna continue to be messy about everybody else's life. But as soon as Mel dips a toe into y'all motherfucking business, then all of a sudden you and your husband want to come fucking indignant fucking carbon copies of fucking Malcolm X. You trying to destroy me. I thought you was infallible. You know what? Another motherfucking thing. I cannot stand that word that he kept on using. You know, Mel, I thought you was infallible. First of all, nigga, I'm not a cover girl mascara ally. You know, bitch, I ain't infallible. I'm a human. Okay. Stop thinking that I'm infallible. I'm not cover girl mascara. This ain't America's Next Top Model. Bitch, don't call me infallible. Bitch, I'm very fallible. Just like you was very fallible when you was behind the car, driving drunk, locked up. They won't let him out. They won't let, because they've been locked up. They won't let him out. No, they won't let him out. But let me continue. Sorry. I kind of went on a tirade there. I wasn't expected to do that. All right, so she tells Mel that Chris supposedly hooked them up. Mel is looking like, is that right? Okay. Good to know. Basically just taking it all in and trying to decide how she is going to move with this information that she's been told. You know, because she's saying, wow, just one right after another. All you bitches are fake. All you bitches are evil deviants. How did I let y'all in my life? Every single one of y'all. So Mel says that this is her first time hearing about this because she saw Nell for her fitting for her vow renewal and she didn't say anything. And I was like, yeah, that's a good point, Mel, because it's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny, Nell, how you wanted to come to Melody at your own fitting, talking about how she hurt you, how you felt invalidated, how she felt you tried to invalidate her relationship with you being her mentor, but you failed to bring up how your co-mentor was trying to hook her husband up with another bitch while they were still married and y'all were mentoring them to try to stay together, right? Because let's not all forget that when Mel drowned Martel in that mimosa with Melody, that y'all were mentoring them. While simultaneously, this nigga was trying to link Martel up with some strong-armed gym bitches at the gym. But you failed to bring that up. But you want to be a mentor. But your husband trying to put my then husband with strong shoulder holes that's in the gym. How does that work? How does that work? Please explain to me, how does that work? I'm not understanding. Let's continue. So she says that this isn't a surprise because Chris was a cheater. And she wondered what kind of advice he was giving to Martel when they were mentoring them. Kimmy asks, well, does this leave, you and Trish in a regular space? Kimmy wants Mel to go at it with everybody else because she knows that she really can't go at it with Mel during the season because she don't want Mel to completely be going in about her life throughout the season, and she has to answer for all of that, right? So she gonna wait until the fucking reunion probably to try to go in on Mel instead of really talking about how she really feels while y'all all being around each other, right? But you're gonna be messy and get Mel to go at it with other bitches because you truthfully are mad at her too for talking about your life, even though you love to go to other bitches' houses talking about everybody else's business and everybody else's tea being messy, right, Kimmy? I guess that's how we operate in this season. But let's continue. Mel says, well, what is regular? Kim says, well, actually, it's so funny that you say that because I really don't know. Because after the celebration for Trisha's son's and daughter's graduation, she let me know that she was not happy with you. She let me know that you was being messy at the party and she didn't appreciate it. Mel said the same thing I was thinking. She was like, well, how was I being messy? I came there with a check for her son and daughter for their graduation gift. Y'all came to me about y'all business being messy. I don't give a damn about however many men that you've been with or are with or who were with you. I don't know. At the end of the day, it ain't got nothing to do with me. You brought me into it because I said something that you didn't like. Now you want to be mad at me. But the thing about it is weird how you mad at me, but you allegedly was fucking my husband when I was married with him. And Kimmy's like, so like that's what you really feel that she was doing that, Kimmy? You had already alluded to that's what you were thinking too. Why are you? This is another fucking thing that y'all be doing. Y'all act like y'all don't want to say the stuff that y'all already know is true. Just like y'all were acting like y'all didn't know that Martel was going around putting out revenge against Melody. Come to find out, Tisha let us know that y'all all had seen it and had all knew about it. But y'all come on camera and act like, I don't know what's going on. Do you feel that could be real? I mean, it's not in concrete fact, right? Like y'all be doing that annoying shit. You know that this lady was probably fucking on her husband at the time. And probably did it multiple times. Child, I can't stand these girls. I really cannot. I cannot. So moving on from this scene. So we go to Letitia and Destiny. Destiny is meeting us with that ponytail that she loves to wear, that hot ponytail, you know, with all the Kanakalan weave that she gets from the local beauty supply store that is not called Madani because that's closed down, right? So we see Letitia and Destiny meeting up at a little cafe au lait, a little calf, a little brunch, a little munch, a little of that. And like, I don't know what the purpose of this editing was, but basically they were like having small talk. And I was like, the camera kept on fast forwarding and making it seem as if they were just talking about nothing like for a long ass time. So the way it's communicated to me based on the editing was like that production didn't give a fuck about anything that y'all were talking about in that scene. They just couldn't wait for Martel to get there. They couldn't wait for Martel to get there to shake the shit up. So in the midst of Destiny and Tisha like giggling and talking, and at this point, Tisha had just got her cinnamon bun, right? It's a beautiful cinnamon. I love me a good cinnamon bun with a lot of icing. I love icing, y'all. I'm a huge icing fanatic. I could eat icing, but I don't do that no more because I ain't trying to be diabetic. I haven't did that since I was like 10. But in the midst of her eating and like Destiny talking, Martel shows up in them leggings that are jean painted, walking into the scene. At this point, Tisha gets up and leaves. And she takes a big chunk out of that cinnamon bun and she goes. While Martel and Destiny are sitting there looking stupid as a bitch. Like, Destiny, you are such a low down, dirty asshole. Like, You are literally loyal to nobody but Martel. Like, you cannot convince me that Martel has not alley-ooped his nuts in your mouth a couple of times, because the way that you are continuously sticking to this man like you have nothing else going on in your life, the fact that we've seen more scenes with you and Martel than we've seen with you and your kid, it's crazy. So as she gets up, Martel sits down, and Destiny is saying, like, I just hate to see, that y'all are in this place. I just hate to see that y'all are in this place. Bitch, you love that they in this place because you messy. You are nasty, vengeful, vindictive, gutter snipe hoe from the projects of St. Louis, Tennessee, Huntsville, Detroit, wherever the hell you from. I can't stand Destiny. I cannot stand Destiny. I cannot stand that woman, y'all. I really can't. I don't like her. I do not like Destiny. I'm gonna just put it out there. I don't like her. At least on this show. I don't know her in real life, and I want to make that a point. I don't know any of you bitches in real life, so these feelings are not personal. I'm just reviewing the show. So I don't know you enough to not like you in real life, but the way you show up on this show, bitch, I don't like you. I don't like you. I ain't gonna never like you. Yo, scuttlebutt. I can't. But so next thing that we see after this happens, right? Tisha goes to her husband's empty house plot, because we forever building shit, but don't never be finishing shit. So once again, we had an empty house plot with nothing there. Where's the houses? Where's the finished products? Where is it? Where is it? Because I'm not seeing it. Where is it? I'm tired of Marceau and Tisha dragging us to sticks and stones, trying to break our bones, but the house don't never show up. Where's the house? Where's the properties? Y'all continuously showing us plots of land where shit ain't built on it, and I'm over it. But anyway, Tisha goes up to Marceau because she wearing the same outfit that she had in the scene with Destiny. So I assume that she just literally left that place to come here, and coincidentally that had cameras there. I don't know. It's giving a little bit of fiction made, but I'm gonna let it slide. But she tells him that she was out at brunch with Destiny, and Martel just popped up and showed up. And she said that she left because she says, I'm not going to be here because my husband ain't here. Marceau tells her she made a good decision, and he thanks her for it because it's hard for him to be her protector when she's in situations that he's not around. Bitch, you thick-hipped, wide-set ass nigga. You ain't never been no protector. Literally the same shit that was going to happen if Tisha sat there and ate her food literally was going to be the same shit that was going to happen if you sat there with her while she was eating her food. Because at the end of the day, you not willing to fight for your wife. You not. So Martel is going to continue to embarrass Tisha to let Tisha know that your husband not only puts you in awkward environments, but he also won't protect you, and he will allow me to talk shit to you and embarrass you because he's a big fat ass bitch, right? Basically, that's what he's doing. So I'm so fucking confused why Marceau is acting like he's gonna be some type of fucking protector for Tisha. Nigga, this man literally called your wife 5 bitches at the park, and you did nothing. What did you protect her? When did you protect her? And then when she started to defend herself because you weren't doing it, you told her to be quiet. So when does the protection start? Like, is it like a subscription plan? Does she have to pay in an installment of a new wedding ring for you to wear for her to get the protection? Like, how does that work? Like, what type of protection is this? So he says that he does not want her getting into it with Martel because Martel doesn't have the mental aptitude not to take it to another place, not to be aggressive, not to be, not to want to fight. And the thing about it is, what he's telling you, Tisha, is I don't want you defending yourself to Martel, even though he's calling you all types of bitches, hoes, and sluts, because he's going to want to fight. And I'm not man enough to fight for you because I'm a big fat ass bitch with wide hips and man titties. That's what he's basically telling you to me. That's what I'm getting from this, basically. Y'all, so the next scene that we go to, Destiny is with her father. Now, y'all gonna think I'm kind of ignorant for how I'm gonna cover this, but I'm gonna just let you know this is how I saw it, okay? How I saw it. So Destiny tells us that Madani is a brand named after her father, Donnie, and her grandmother, Maddie. And I was like, Destiny, we don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, we are tired of hearing Madani, meaning we are also tired of hearing about your grandmama and your daddy. We don't care. We don't. Please spare us the Madani fun facts. Please spare us. We don't want to hear it. Okay. So she says that she's as busy as ever with her new product launch for her Madani, body fragrance. But she will always have time for her dad, right? So they out there at the lake, I guess, fishing, right? The dad basically tells her, baby, I'm so glad to be here in this moment with you. This beautiful scenery, this lake, the air is just so fresh. I can breathe. And y'all, right after he said that, I swear to God, I heard two harmonicas. I don't know if it was two harmonicas or two birds, but it was like, and I was like, I was born by the river in a little tent, yeah, like the river can get on me. I swear that's what I was hearing. I don't know. When Destiny dad talks, I hear a whole bunch of Negro spirituals at this point. I know. I hear a lot of Sam Cooke. I hear a lot of Mahalia Jackson when he talks. Maybe he's invoking the spirit of the Lord in his talk. I don't know. But when he was talking, I swear to God, I heard two harmonicas. And then I was like, Sam Cooke? Is that you? All right, so he says, baby, God handles everything. Your daddy gonna be all right. He tells her, don't worry about anything. And she says, Daddy, I'm gonna always worry about you. He says, you've been a good girl to Daddy. And you're doing great, Destiny. Even though you're divorced out of wedlock with a child, you're getting arrested back to back. Your business is failing, Destiny. Your house got refinanced. Destiny, you're doing great. I was like, it's great in the room with us. I'm sorry, excuse me. But yeah. Oh shit. So she says, he says that he loves her to the end of the earth. She says, I love you too, Daddy. And she says that she will always be grateful to her father because he brought her out of the foster care system when her mom was battling, with drugs. Y'all, I'm really trying to be serious, but I really cannot. When I was watching the scene, y'all, I just could not. I really couldn't. But so the daddy lets us know what was going on. So Destiny asked Kim, like, so how did you feel about me being in foster care? The daddy says, when I found out you was in foster care, I went down there up to Detroit, and I asked the lady, can I take you out to get something to eat? She said I couldn't take you out of the building. That night, I called, and by the way, they called me Mr. Willie. Y'all, that's what he kept on saying, Mr. Willie. I was like, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Willie was just a man, and he's doing the best he can. I'm killing myself, y'all. So he says, I told my lawyer, I want my baby. And he said, the lawyer said, if I have to kidnap her, you gonna get your baby. And that next morning, I got your baby. I got my baby. I got my baby. Oh shit. Child. But no, real shit though. It was a really sweet. It was a really sweet scene. I'm going to be real about it. It was a sweet scene. You know, I love to see it. You know, it's good that Destiny has some man in her life that loves her. Okay, I love to hear it. It was really beautiful. But at the end of the day, Destiny, all of this shit is old and stale, and we still want to know why LeBaric divorced you after 3 weeks of you delivering his child. Why did he divorce you? Where are you living at? Why don't we never see your babies? Where are you staying at? How are you paying your bills? Like, it's so much. We want to know how long you been fucking Lance. How did you and Lance even begin to fuck? Like, what's the age difference? Like, it's so much that we can discuss. I don't give a fuck about your daddy, Mr. Willie, back in 1982, picking your ass up from the foster care system. I don't. I'm sorry. So who started Destiny scamming? Her mama, I assume so. I'm this sound like a runaway slave story. Y'all are ignorant. Stop. Knock it off. So the next scene we go to, we are at Madani development facility. Because at the end of the day, it's not a storage unit. It's a development facility where you just may or may not be storing shit. Okay? So you got to be there. So her and Lance are trying to get stuff set up, and like apparently Lance is like, what? So where do you want this to go? Like, how is this gonna fit in here? Because at the end of the day, he's trying to figure out why the fuck she's trying to turn the storage facility into a store, because he's pretty sure that that's against the motherfucking Smith lock, the locksmith / storage unit facility rules and regulations. You cannot start selling stuff out of your storage unit like a store. You could not do that. It's only for storage purposes, but he is going with it. So he is asking her, where do you want this hung up? I'm like, sir, it's 4 walls. 4 walls. This shit is like an 8x8 area. Like, pick one. You telling me, sir, stop acting like it's so much space that you can't decide where shit needs to go. It's only 4 walls to pick from. It's actually 3, because I guarantee you one of them walls flip up like a garage door because it's a storage facility. So it's only 3 walls to decide. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. So, child, listen. He says, well, I'm gonna just head out. As he's getting ready to head out, Kimmy and Tisha show up. All right, Kimmy and Tisha show up. And you know, they sound about, oh girl, this is so nice. Like, look at all of the stuff you done did. Like, this is such an amazing development facility. Like, wow, like, girl, y'all really doing it. Was y'all just in here just hanging stuff up? Because they asking the question because they're like, well, y'all just been in here hanging shit up for about an hour or two. It's only 3 walls here. And this is like the size of a closet. So was y'all fucking up in here? And then Lance said, nah, we wasn't fucking up in here. We would need way more room than that. I was like, first of all, Lance, nice try, but both of you bitches are 5'4". So at the end of the day, I doubt that y'all need that much space. Y'all can make it happen up in this garage door. Okay. But then after he leaves, they start to talk. And we all know it can't be a Kimmy scene if Kimmy don't bring up Mel and also start stirring the pot. Right? Child, Tisha and Kimmy brings up the mimosas with Melody. You know, that they went to mimosas with Melody. Y'all, I love that. Mimosas with Melody. Melody mimosas. Mimosas, Melody. Melody with the mimosas. I'm so ignorant. I'm so sorry, y'all. Forgive me. I'm being immature. I'm sorry. So Tisha and Kimmy decides to bring up the invite list and how everybody was invited. Tisha said, yeah, like, you know, invites was just going all around. Did you get one? Bitch, y'all know damn well Destiny did not get no damn invite. Y'all know that. Y'all know that she did not get no invite. Like, y'all are terrible people. So Kimmy told Destiny, well, Sonny was there, and Destiny says in her confessional that she's not shocked that Sonny had came all the way from St. Louis to come to Melody's event because Sonny is desperate and Melody is vengeful. And I was like, oh, you also forgot one, Destiny. You are delusional because for some reason you think that you are on everybody's mind and nobody's thinking of you. I was like, nobody's thinking of you, Destiny. I'm sorry. It's not giving that Mel, you were on Mel's mind. You were never going to be invited because Mel don't like you like that. Y'all not cool like that. And the last time you was in an interview, you was talking shit, quote unquote, telling your truth. So Mel sent her truth out to everybody that she wanted to be invited to the, you know, to the event, and you were not a part of that. It had nothing to do with you. It was just you don't really bring anything positive to anybody's life. So she didn't feel the need to invite you. So you just gonna have to come to terms with that. Okay. So Destiny let them know that she is planning Nell's bachelorette party, and they asked her, is everyone invited? She said, yeah, everybody who wants to go, yeah, everybody is invited, you know? And she said, everyone is invited except for Sonny. They told her that she can't do that. She said, well, Sonny don't even know that lady. And I was like, well, Destiny, you don't even know that lady. Like, you ain't, like, when did you and Nell become close friends to where you even planning her bachelorette party anyway? Wow, like, how did we get to you planning it? Like, how does that work? Right? Like, to be honest, neither one of y'all know Nell like that. Shit, I don't even know Nell like that. And by the way Nell's wigs be looking, I feel that we truthfully don't even know if her real name is Nell. Some tells me that Nell is hiding undercover in protective custody from some type of like big drug dealer because the way she be wearing these witness protection wigs with no closures, with no plucking of the frontals, I can't keep up with who Nell is when I see her on screen. Sometimes I think it's Nell and sometimes I think it's Medea. I can't keep up. She be wearing these Tyler Perry play wigs. Is it me? But let's move on. So they say that they are excited about the Madani event. Kimmy said that she hopes that it's going to be demure because they don't know how to act at Destiny's functions. And then it goes into a reel of all of the times Destiny planned a Madani event. Every single event was a Madani event. Every single one. Why is that? Why is it a Madani event every time you on the show? Why? Even when we was at the park, you made it about Madani. Now, what the fuck does a dodgeball got to do with Madani? I don't know, but Destiny's going to try to connect the shit if she can. Destiny's going to beat Madani into our heads till we're Madani damn tired of it. I can't take it. I'm so sick and tired of hearing Madani. I never knew how much a word could annoy me until I heard the word Madani. I can't. And it's the reopening. I'm like, okay, so are we why are we proud of Destiny for doing something that she does every season, even though her business continues to fail? Like why is this? What's that about? Scum, you better watch out. Them look like them the short dudes be get look. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I would categorize myself as short. I'm 5'8", 5'9", and I'm you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lance was as well. So don't y'all can't be underestimating the 5'8" and below niggas. Okay? Some of these niggas be kickstands. You better not miss your blessing. Okay? Whew, child, I'm tired. This is taking a lot out of me. And thank God I work from home tomorrow. My goodness. All right, so where are we at? All right, so I think this is the second to last scene, child. Let's hurry up and get this over with, child. We're at y'all. I'm at 1 hour and 16 minutes. I'm doing good. I'm breezing through this. I'm not taking as long as I thought I was. To have to do 2 shows and I'm only at 1 hour. That means when I edit this down, I may be at good 40 minutes. 40-minute Love and Marriage Huntsville review that I'm gonna upload, child. But it might be like 50 minutes when I do all the effects and I add in stuff and I edit, clip and mix the shit. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Plus, I'm gonna have to bleep all of these curse words. I'm saying that's gonna take me forever. That's y'all. If y'all want to know what takes me forever to upload those reviews, it's me bleeping out my own curse words. My God, when I'm going through these reviews, I be about to pass out at how many times I cussed. But honestly, I feel like the bleeps add something different to the review. It brings it up a notch. I don't know. It hits different, don't it? Y'all like the bleeps, don't y'all? I love the bleeps. I wish you were my friend in real life. Oh, thank you. Child, I need more friends, child. In this area, to be honest, I got about a good 3 to 5 friends here but I don't really see them that often. But majority of the time I'm with my boyfriend and he lets me know that he is my friend. He's all the friend I need. But I do travel to DC once a month to go visit my best friend out there, Darmani. If y'all saw my YouTube shorts, I uploaded a video with him when we binged Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. They done looked it up and it's somebody else's foundation. Looked what up? Wait to hear about her DV charity, Destiny's Law. Oh, so she's acting like she has a charity for domestic violence, but she's literally best friends with somebody who commits domestic violence. Destiny is a fucking clown. Destiny is a clown and her daddy is the punchline. I was born by the river in a little tent. Yeah. I'm in the DMV. Most of my friends are out of town state. Most of my friends are in the DMV. And honestly and truthfully, I would have moved to the DMV, but your boy ended up getting into a relationship. And I love him too much, and I can't leave him. I can't leave him. So we in the same city, so I'm probably not gonna be going anywhere for the time being. I'm gonna just have to, make my rounds and travel to go visit my friends. But Destiny will get another summons and complaint for her nonsense. Okay, I really have to hurry up because y'all are distracting me. So now we're at the scene with Melody and Chris Fletcher meeting at the popcorn spot. She says that she's happy to talk to him to see if he was really playing matchmaker. So Chris comes up, walks in his best Burlington suit, and he sits down. Melody decides to get immediately into it, and she says, "So hey, how you doing? I'm glad you got here. I was gonna end up buying this whole store. Buying all of this popcorn. She always gotta ease you into it anyway before she completely just rips your head off, right?" So she tells him, well, Kimmy came over to my house the other day and she told me, based on the open house that y'all had, that it sounds that you hooked up Trish and Martel. Chris looking like his whole life is going out of his body. Chris just looks like an empty shell, like ain't no life in him. Chris just looked like he just sits in the corner of the house, face in the corner, just staring at blank space. He just be like this. Y'all know them old ass people in them old folks' homes that just be staring at the wall? That's what Chris be giving, because he really be boring the shit out of me. Like he just look like he ain't got no life. Like some young thing just sucked all the life out of him, and he just and Nell just got whatever was left over, right? So he explains that he was at the gym and Martel hit him up asking if there was any women there. And he says, yeah, there's always women at the gym. And he said that he didn't even know Trisha, but I thought you and Trisha was cousins. Now, am I tripping, or did he and Trisha both say that they related? So you don't know her, but y'all know that y'all related. And even though y'all are related, you throwing him onto your homeboy like a bitch off the street. How does that work? Can't keep up. So he says it was just men's talk. It was nothing like that. Just men's talk. She said, speaking of men's talk, back when we were married, me and Martel had a heated discussion, and Martel kept on bringing up how the old man that he was getting mentorship from, who else could that be, was telling him, to cheat, but don't mess with nobody that has anything to lose, and make them sign a contract. Chris looking at her like, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was probably Maurice and Marceau. But Maurice and Marceau aren't old folks. He was talking about somebody that he could look up to, somebody that's older than him that told him this. So Maurice and Marceau couldn't be the ones that he's considered the old folks. But it's nice how you like to throw them under the bus, though. But child, let me read my notes. I'm getting lost, child. Sorry. I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. I ain't seen y'all motherfuckers in 3 weeks. Child, I barely know what I'm doing. And they said, so he said he too old to do that. He too old. He ain't got no time to be having all of these women and having them signing contracts. Mel says in her confessional, yeah, he old and he's changed now. But when he was young, That's another story. And what Mel is basically saying, nigga, you ain't have to actively be doing it to tell my husband how to do it. You could have just taught him how to do it based on your own experiences and how you did it back when you were younger. That's what you could have did, right? But, Chris denies all of that. Mel, Mel basically shrugs it off and she doesn't believe him anyway, but she's not in the mood to argue with him, so she's gonna let it go. He brings up his anniversary. Mel says, yeah, I know the last day to RSVP is today, but I was kind of waiting until after we had this conversation to see how I was gonna move forward with going. Chris is in the confessional telling us that Melody saying that she didn't know if she was going to come or not based on him probably or allegedly inviting or putting Trish and Martel together has nothing to do with his anniversary. And it's weird that Mel would feel some type of way when him and Melody aren't even together anymore. I don't know if it's me. I was looking on social media, y'all. Give me a second. I was looking on social media, and it's so weird how so many people, I feel like so many people are just so uneducated. They're not critical thinkers. They don't really think about anything. They just hear somebody say something and then they just repeat it online. You know what I'm saying? So after you say that about Melody, why do you even care? You ain't even with Martel. It ain't even about that. It's not. The problem is your wife came over to my home calling herself my mentor, then at her fitting, crying to me about how I invalidated her in our relationship because I didn't consider her a mentor. And y'all were supposed to be our quote unquote mentors. And in the midst of you mentoring, you were still hooking my husband up with other bitches that worked out in the gym with y'all. So no, I don't know if I want to go to an anniversary to celebrate the love between my friend and her nigga who was sitting here hooking my husband up with other strong-shouldered bitches when he was supposed to be our quote-unquote mentors. It's so weird how people think that this is about Martel. Melody don't give a fuck about what Martel is doing. The point of the matter is, Trisha, why are you trying to come into my friend group, trying to befriend me when you were fucking my husband when we were married and you went to my house? Why would you even come to me to even try to be friends? Why would you even think that I would want to be your friend? And don't tell me I shouldn't care about what Martel did. It ain't even about that. If Martel was fucking somebody right now, I could give a fuck less. It's about the fact that when I was married, you bitches were fucking my husband, and now y'all are trying to get in my face and eat off my plate. Bitch, fuck you. And fuck that anniversary too. So I don't understand what everybody else is talking about. Why is it so hard for people to understand that Mel don't want to go to an anniversary of a nigga that was hooking her husband up with side bitches when they were married and they were supposed to be quote unquote mentors? Why are y'all, this is my thing, why do y'all get so upset when Mel starts to go in on these bitches, but every single episode, it peels back another fucking layer on what the fuck they were doing to her? She wasn't hooking other bitches' husbands up with side, with side bitches. She wasn't going into y'all husband's house when y'all were separated fucking y'all husbands. But y'all expect her to want to be friend and be cool and cordial with bitches who are doing fuck shit to her at her lowest point in life. How does that work? Mind y'all, I'm not no millimeter. I could give a fuck about any one of these bitches. I don't care, Mel, none of y'all. I don't. But to me, None of this shit makes sense. How is like Chris Fletcher confused that Mel would feel some type of way talking about it's not even related? It's a bullshit. Like, first of all, what's bullshit is that Jerry curl that you're still rocking, that S curl that you're rocking. What's bullshit is them TikTok dances that your old ass be doing with Nell. What's bullshit is the fact that some of your kids don't feel that Nell likes them because they ain't her mom, because she ain't their mama. What's some bullshit is the fact that you sitting here trying to tell us that you did not hook Martel up with Trisha. The fuck you and that motherfucking anniversary. And I guarantee you, even during the anniversary, Nell still gonna have on a Tyler Perry play wig. And that's another thing of bullshit. You see the real bullshit is that you be letting your wife come out the house with these wigs on, thinking that she's doing something when she's really doing nothing. That's what's the bullshit. The bullshit is the fact that you're telling your wife she looks sexy, fly, and cute in those beauty store supply wigs. That's the bullshit. What Melody said was not no bullshit. I don't give a fuck what any of you bitches got to say. I'm tired of bitches. Melody's so condescending. Melody is so disrespectful. Melody is so miserable. No, all of these other bitches are miserable, and they want to talk about everybody else's life. And at the moment Mel want to talk about their life, Mel miserable. When we got to talk about y'all business, even though Kimmy and Maurice have been going through all of the things this episode, being messy as shit, stirring the pot, asking everybody else about their relationship and their motherfucking business, while not divulging their own business. But when we talk about y'all, we miserable. We ain't got shit going on. We operating from a place of embarrassment and hurt. No, bitch. At the end of the day, if y'all motherfuckers go around being messy, y'all should be able to have the mess happen with y'all. But once again, everybody is holding on Melody on Twitter. I don't understand it. I be trying to understand it, y'all. And I be like, really like this, like, I just don't understand what they're seeing. Am I dumb? Or am I just weird for seeing stuff in the exact same way that Mel is? Or am I also toxic in my personal relationships? Is it me? But I don't have no enemies in my real life or online, to be honest. You know, so I can't say, like, I don't know. But like, I just be looking at this show and I'm like, are we all watching the same fucking show? Y'all telling Melody that she is being messy and that she's miserable, and why does she care about Trisha's relationship with her ex-husband when they were married? But y'all want her to befriend Latricia, a woman who was allegedly fucking her husband while her husband was married? Would you want to fuck somebody that was? Would you want to befriend somebody that was fucking your man when y'all took a break? Like, it don't make sense. Like, because if anybody else were in the same type of shoes, they would be doing worse shit than Mel is doing. If anything, Mel is being very, 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 very nice to these people. Way more than what I ever would be. Because I would have knocked a couple of these bitches out of these Tyler Perry wigs. If I'm being real. Why are you barking? Sit down. Now. But yes, That shit was really driving me up the wall, y'all. I could not, I really couldn't. I was like, why is it that everybody is mad at Mel for keeping the same energy with everybody else that had this energy with her? But we're going to talk about that as we go on. So next, we're at the Madani Rihanna relaunch. Okay. Destiny comes in a grand entrance wearing her best Shein night ball gown, looking like it just came straight out of the pack. You know them Shein clothes, it be in them little Ziploc bags. You gotta take that shit out like lunch. You gotta take the clothes out of the bag like your lunch at work. So she gives her little speech about how she's, just so happy that everybody could be here for the Madani relaunch, and we coming out with a body fragrance called Big D Energy, and everybody get it. So after she does that, the men go sit at a table and the women go huddle up and meet and sit down in a corner, right? Nell brings up how she spoke to Kimmy, and Kimmy told her, once again, Kimmy being messy as fuck, Kimmy told her that Destiny didn't want Sonny there. She tells Destiny, well, I don't agree with what Sonny did, but I have to judge Sonny on my own relationship. I can't judge her based on what she did with you. I may not like it, but I have to get to know her myself. Destiny said, that's cool, but we're going to have to reevaluate the relationship because she sees that she can't expect the same level of loyalty that she gives people. Is the loyalty in the room with us? Because when you were friends with Melody and she was your sister, you was getting off the phone talking to her to go talk to her ex-husband who was dragging the shit out of her on social media while you were also going through your own divorce with a man who was abusing you allegedly. But you are loyal? Is it the same type of loyalty that you had when you brought Martel to a sit down between you and Tisha? You know, Tisha, the one who keeps on bringing you on the show, when you keep on getting kicked off, and you brought Martel there after he called her all types of sluts and bitches at your event that you did nothing for, that you stood up for nobody at, and you left her there to continue to get flambéed by Martel. Where is the loyalty? Or is it that you feel that everybody just got to be loyal to you while you can just go be a fucking snake to everybody else? I don't give a fuck how many fucking motherfucking slave hymnal sitting by the dock of the bay scenes you do with your motherfucking daddy, Destiny. But at the end of the day, bitch, you are loyal to nobody. And nobody owes any loyalty to you. You wasn't even loyal to your husband, allegedly. I'm getting exhausted. I want this to end fast. Let me continue to go through this. So the men are at the table asking Lance about him and Destiny. They say, like, y'all look like y'all cool and y'all kicking it. Like, he says, yeah, like, we kicking it. Yeah, we both divorced, and, we getting along. We, like, we chilling right now. We doing real good. Child, why he said that? The word divorce triggers Ken. Because Ken says, actually, let's talk about that. Why is everybody so mad that I'm in a relationship with Trish and she's going through her divorce and it's not finalized. Hasn't everybody been through that? I was like, why is he so upset? Like, was it me or did that just come out of nowhere? Like, nobody was talking about him. Like, we were talking about Lance. What did you have to do with any part of this? So when he opened the door, they immediately start to walk through and start to ask him questions. And then he says, like, so for example, about the Martel thing, everybody wants me to be mad at Trisha for doing shit that was before me. Why do I gotta be mad at her for doing something that was before me? I was like, why is he yelling? Why is he so upset? Why is he so mad? And I was like, you're mad about this, but you brought it up. Nobody is bringing this up right now. And I'm surprised. You brought this up on yourself. Ken was triggered since the last event. I was like, my God, somebody get that nigga a Snickers. He's not himself. Somebody give him a text from the kids. It'll probably make him feel better. It's always about the kids. Fucking weird ass nigga. I'm sorry. So Maurice says, but like, it was about the embarrassment. Like, she intentionally deceived you. Like, and Marceau asked him, but what about when one lie becomes multiple lies and multiple lies becomes multiple lies? He says, well, I'm just going to leave her. You know, the only thing that's going to hurt me is the kids. I was like, nigga, if you don't stop fucking bringing up these children, these fucking teenagers, stop bringing it up. Stop. We're tired of hearing you talk about the fucking kids. Fuck them kids. I'm tired of hearing about them fucking kids. My God, I'm getting so irritated. Sorry. Let me calm down. Whew. Woosah. But I was just so annoyed. I was like, he talks about these fucking kids one more time. Shut the fuck up about the kids. Oh my God. So where was I at, child? I'm getting lost. Let me focus myself. So now Marceau says that why are you with somebody that can't hurt you? Maurice says that he's lying. That, you know, obviously he's more emotionally invested in a relationship with Trish and that she could hurt him, that he just couldn't walk away if he just wanted to. And it's so weird to me that Maurice is the one saying this, because Maurice, you're the same person that was allegedly cheating on Kiowa, cheating on Kimmy with big back bitches in Atlanta. But you want to sit here and talk about how Trish is doing Ken wrong. Oh, I guess the fact of the matter is, y'all are not okay with a woman doing the same shit that y'all be doing. And y'all feel that he's less of a man because he's allowing himself to get played like the men play the women, right? And once again, why the fuck is Ken allowing these wide hip set bitches to drill him about his own relationship? Why are you answering any type of fucking questions that these people got going on? They don't even want to talk about their own business. Why are you explaining yourself? Why are you doing this? What validation are you going to get from these two fucking thick, chubby, pudgy ass Keebler elves talking to you about what's going on in your motherfucking life? Why? Why do you feel it's so important to get validation from two niggas who ain't doing shit with their own in their own marriages? Like, why does it even matter what Maurice and Marceau think? Fuck them. If you want to continue to fuck Trisha while she's married to Marquez, then do that. Nobody gives a fuck. But to continuously feel like you have to explain yourself and answer the bitches, I really can't. Like, you just big and brawny for no fucking reason. Just acting like a big buff ass bitch. My God. Jesus, have mercy. Have mercy on me. This review is going to be a bitch for me to edit. My God. Just sitting there, just high voiced as a bitch. Just, well, you know, why can't I be in a relationship with a married woman? Wasn't y'all men? Like, who are these niggas? Yo benefactors? Are they your handlers? Are they your fathers? Why are you asking them permission? Like, who cares what they think? He couldn't be around my kids after this aired. Certified weirdo. Absolutely. It's given predatory. I didn't want to say it, but it's given. He definitely doing it for the kids. For the kids. And I don't like that. Like, it's way too much of an emphasis on the kids for y'all to only be together for 2 years. Like why? Like, why is it giving? Like, why is it giving all of that? Like, y'all, Can irritated the dog shit out of me. I was like, why are you getting so upset? Why are you bringing this up? Why are you begging for Marceau and Maurice's wide back, thick hip, big back validation? Let's move on. So, Tisha and Marceau go off to the side, y'all. They having a conversation about Trish and Ken's business. Once again, the Scotts are having conversations about everybody else's business besides their own. But Melody is the miserable one for bringing up the Scotts' business. Melody is the miserable one about bringing up Trish and Ken's business. But everybody else can do it. But Mel is the only one that can't talk about nobody else's business. Only the Scotts can do it. But Mel got to shut the fuck up. Once again, I'm confused. So, in the midst of Tisha and Marceau having a conversation, Martel goes over there and sits down right next to them. Right. Now, Tisha says that she feels that the conversation needs to happen between Marceau and Martel. It has nothing to do with her. So she's going to get up and leave. Marceau tells her to sit down. I'm like, who the fuck is you talking to? Who is this big BBL ass having nigga talking to? And let's talk about it while we're discussing it. You want Tisha there in the midst of this conversation, even though Martel continuously disrespects her in front of your face, because you want to use her as a shield. You didn't want to have that conversation one-on-one with you and Martel because you was afraid Martel was going to go across that table and whoop your ass. So you wanted your wife to be there to be the one who gets all of them shots. Because you knew if it was just you and Martel there, that he was going to be coming at you straightforward. And you knew that if Tisha's there, that she's going to distort that interaction. So you want to use her as some fucking type of shield, like a real big ass bitch. Oh, I hate these people. Oh my God. I hate these niggas. Give me a second, y'all. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. This is a lot. This is taking a lot out of me. Okay. And I gotta hurry up, get off of this, go hurry up and try to find something to eat tonight, take my shower, then start my editing. And I also got a couple anime episodes I gotta watch of my favorite anime shows that came on today on Crunchyroll. mentally prepare myself for work tomorrow, take my dogs out. It's just so much I have in my life that I gotta do. I have a doctor's appointment about my finger on Friday, and y'all want me to go. Y'all want me to stress myself out. Y'all want me to have gray hairs. I found 2 gray hairs in my beard, and I blame these reviews for them. I blame y'all. Y'all are doing this to me. And the crazy thing about it is, I guarantee you 100 of y'all have not liked this video. I guarantee you have. Only probably about 87 of y'all probably liked it. Probably about 90 something. I can guarantee. But I guarantee 100 of y'all have not liked this video, even though y'all been here throughout this whole damn live. How disrespectful. How disrespectful. Child, fucking Destiny and her daddy scene got me talking like I'm a fucking slave. My goodness. All right, y'all. Let's continue this. Let's continue. So Martel says that this is typical narcissist behavior. Marceau wants to control Tisha, and it's weird that he wants her to have this conversation with a whole woman around. Like, we should be having this conversation amongst men. Like, Tisha shouldn't even be here. So because of this, Martel is going to continuously disrespect Tisha, not only to try to provoke Marceau, but to also show that Marceau is not protecting Tisha at all. And he lets us know in the confessional that he feels that Marceau knows where all the bones are buried between the two of them, and he knows as well. He knows all the women that they had sex with, all of the people that they shared, all of the stuff that they did, all of the places that they've been, seen a couple best friends, about 5 or 6 best friends, like basically fucking sound like a Trina song at this point, right? And he continuously is trying to provoke Martel, so Martel puts it all out there, hoping that Tisha would leave him because he truthfully don't want to be married. And I started to think about that. I was like, that does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? I was like, is Martel making sense? Is this nigga telling truths? Is this nigga diagnosed in narcissism with an exact definition? Is this nigga reading a book? Martel can read. Is this nigga in his GED classes? What's going on? Like, I was like, y'all, when I started to agree with him, I'm like, what is going on here? Is the work? I just couldn't believe it, y'all. Because he was actually sounding like he knew what he was talking about for a moment, about how narcissism works and how he thinks Marceau is really trying to embarrass Tisha. I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. I wasn't even thinking that. I wasn't. But let's continue. So Martel tells Marceau to tread lightly. Marceau says that I'm not gonna tread lightly, say anything nice. He says at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is hurt my marriage. Martel says, I don't give a damn about hurting your marriage or not. At the end of the day, you are continuously embarrassing Tisha, letting the whole world know how slow she is. And he still hasn't did anything. Mind you, Tisha wanted to get up and leave at the beginning of this conversation. Marceau told her to sit down just to get embarrassed, just to get insulted in her husband not do anything. And then Marceau decides to try to do that, like that unbothered thing where he just putting his arm up, acting like none of this shit is affecting him. Truth be told, the reason why you're acting like that is because you're a big ass bitch. You're afraid of Martel. You don't want to get your ass whooped. And you are a pussy ass nigga. That's the whole reason why you're trying to act unbothered and cool, and you really look lame as a bitch. I'm gonna hate editing this fucking. I keep on cussing. I'm gonna hate editing this. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. My God, I really gotta stop cussing this much. I really have to. I'm gonna have to cut so much of this out. And like, all right, so let's continue with the last part of this so I can go. Leave the bitches in, please. No, I have to bleep it all. I have to bleep it all. Look, the way YouTube been paying me, baby, it's getting bleeped. Okay. The way YouTube been running the bag on my reviews lately, they gonna get paid. Okay. I'm gonna bleep this. You like I do typically leave all the cuss words in for the last 20 minutes or the last 10 minutes of the review, because at that point, like, you know, the thing ain't even checking anymore. So, but for the most part, a lot of this is gonna have to get bleeped or cut out. All right. So let's continue, y'all. So Martel says that he is letting the world know how slow his wife is and that she accepts anything. Tisha gets up and leaves. Marceau tells Martel that he's pathetic and that he's better than him. Marceau says that at one point Martel thought he was the big dog and that he was the one at the top, but now he's at the top, basically letting us know that they were never really friends. It was always a competition. And truth be told, I really feel that Marceau hates that Martel is so handsome and that he's so ugly. It really does hurt him internally. Child, Martel gets up, storms off, y'all, and that's the end of the episode. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. That's all I have for y'all today, okay? Now, y'all, I gotta go. I really can't keep up the whole Jeremy Speaks voice right now. My voice about to get real deep. So I have to go. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all night, rest of y'all day. And I plan on doing the same. Y'all love yourselves, drink water, know that you are worthy, know that you have worth, know that you are meant to be here. And love yourself. Okay. Because when you don't love yourself, you end up opening a store called Madani that shut down like 5 or 6 times. And you keep on having relaunches of it. Okay. But y'all be easy. I love every single one of y'all, and y'all be blessed. Okay, y'all? Peace.